Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha, the God, Road to 400 squad, baby. We are only 75 subs away. Just a round of applause quickly for that, so I appreciate you guys. Today I'm talking about Erwin from Attack on Titan. This is specifically from episode 1 to episode, I think, 145, right? So this is season 1, 2, and just the beginning of season 3. So those are the different Erwins that I'm talking about. It's the same Erwin, but you know what I'm saying? The progression of the character, etc. It's the same Erwin. That's the Erwin I'm talking about. Anything after that, I'm not talking about anything. So if you're not like on episode 45 plus, this is a spoilers alert for you. You know what I'm saying? So easy work. Let's go. So Erwin is my favorite character. Is my favorite character in Attack on Titan, man. In the anime at least. I've not read the manga. Please let me know, is the manga and the comic in the anime like the same thing, or is it like specific differences? Like, is it worth for me to go back and read the manga version as well? You know what I'm saying? Because I tend to usually do one or the other. I find it difficult to enjoy both, because if I read the manga and I watch the anime, I'm just watching the same shit I read most of the time. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, the sun is cooking me right now, bro. I'm glistening from the sun. It's just cooking me, bro. My room is right next to where the sun is at, and I don't want to close the curtain because, oh man, I might close the curtains, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I can breathe again. If you're accustomed to the channel, you know that really we kind of have conversations rather than it being a review or whatever. But I'm calling the Attack on Titan series that I'm doing a deep dive. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm bringing in real world stuff, and I'm just talking about the general premises of just people in general. You know what I'm saying? The psychological, anthropological aspect of it all. You know what I'm saying? So firstly, I want to talk about Erwin. When we introduced to him, man, he's I don't know, he just seems so intriguing. His decision making is one of the key things that I found the most intriguing. How willing he is to sacrifice so many people for a singular goal. You know what I'm saying? And that goal is obviously the preservation of humanity, and also just, you know, finding the truth. Because for a very long time, as we find out later, he knew that there was something off with how things are. He figured he knew who the enemy was for a long time. So when he asks Eren, he's like, who do you think the enemy is? Who do you think our enemy is? Only the people that could answer that question he told the truth about. You know what I'm saying? About that plan that they had of going to the forest. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, who do you think the enemy is? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were hurt from that by finding out, oh, goddamn, I've been killing humans all along. Humans forcibly turned into Titans all along. Erwin's stance didn't change that much. He wanted to figure out who did this, how they did this, and how they can undo this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this guy was so ahead with his thinking. Like, I really thought he was ahead of his thinking, like playing 5D chess or 7D chess. But this homie was playing like 99D chess, bro. Because every decision he made, at least from my perspective, really made a hell lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when he was bringing him to the forest, and he decided to rely on Eren to make things happen. And people were dying and everything, and people were like, man, how can we just be losing this many people? No, he told them the plan we're going to do this instead. We're trying to do something over there, so that, you know, just to draw attention away from what the actual plan is, which was to capture a Titan. They didn't know if it was going to be a female Titan, I don't believe, but they knew there was one of the Titans would be a part of the team. They knew that the 104th cadet definitely had a person transforming into a Titan, because it made no sense that the Titan just appeared and disappeared, appeared and disappeared. How was this happening? You know what I'm saying? So he came up with a strategy, and he told everybody false information. Like, oh, Eren is going to be there. Eren's going to be here. Eren's going to be there. Eren's going to be there. And then he split up the cadets very acutely. He split them up to the people with the highest chance of them being, let's say, I won't say like enemies of the human nation, of humanity. You know what I'm saying? So he knew that Armin probably wasn't it. He knew that Mikasa probably wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, what about these motherfuckers? Now, the funny part is, Annie wasn't even a part of the 104th cadet, but he knew somebody in that team had to be a mole. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as, like, and it was like he was paying attention of where the enemy force came. Okay, they said he came from the right wing, that right wing, and then he changed trajectory because of this and this and this. Okay, he came from the right wing. That means if he came from the right wing, somebody on that right wing had to be a traitor, right? Very smart strategy. I don't know if you guys remember this so well, but Erwin's strategy is basically he splits up his team as wide as possible. just to avoid fighting as much as possible to lower casualties. He splits them up very far, and then he's in the center somewhere, and he directs which way we go. You go. You know what I'm saying? So if they say, "Oh, enemies this way," then he shoots the green thing the other way, and then the team follow that. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, "Oh, okay," and they maneuver through that. So the it's it kind of loses formation a little bit. It's not a perfect formation, but it keeps them going the same direction. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very smart strategy. Sometimes if you need to communicate things a different way, he pushes one person, tells them right off, and communicate to that person. He rides off, boom, communicates to that person, do this, do that. One of them goes, boom, rides off. One of them, boom, rides off. One of them, boom, until the information flows. It's a very strategic way considering the limitations that they have and how they live in life. It makes a hell lot of sense that like this guy is really thinking out here. You know what I'm saying? Him and Pixies, I always found super intriguing. But one of the other things is just how he viewed Eren, how he viewed himself. Actually, what surprised me the most was in season 2, late season 2, and how willing, because you watch him and a lot of times you're like, man, this man ain't even attacking, he ain't doing nothing, he's just leading people to their deaths while he out here chilling somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely in the front line with y'all, but we ain't seen him, man, barely swing a sword. You know what I'm saying? So when he failed to capture the female Titan initially, he came up with a brand new strategy, and I'll talk about what he does later in season 2 that really impressed me and really showcase what I believed about the character in the first place, right? But we're gonna move backwards a little bit. We're gonna move backwards and forward. So it's really, if you really seen Attack on Titan, you really about Attack on Titan, this shit might be for you. You know what I'm saying? So we move backwards. When they make the strategy in Wall Rose to bring out Annie, you know what I'm saying? When he looks at all the data, he looks at all the information he received, and Armin comes up with his theory, like, yo, it's not adding up. They killed the 2 Titans, got killed within the wall. So somebody within the wall gotta be a traitor. That gives more power to his theory already. He already knew clocking this way early. But the more things happened, the more he was like, okay, I has to be right. You know what I'm saying? And he was proven right, of course, when they cornered Annie and forced her to transform in the middle of the city. And he bet everything on everybody to capture that person because they need information. Now, they captured her, but unfortunately, she crystallized herself and they didn't know how to break through it. It's interesting, but and a lot of people died, and even Eli, I was gonna say, even Levi was questioning him, like, was it worth it? She crystallized herself, and we just lost hella companions for this, because Levi, I think, lost a person. I'm gonna talk about that in the Levi video, but Levi lost somebody very, very important to him, including his whole squad, like, you know what I'm saying, as a result of the forest. And then he's losing, he's watching more scouts lose their lives for the sake of just this minuscule information. And Paxis later makes a great point. He's like, I don't really agree with you that much. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you have in mind is better for humanity than what they have in mind, and that's why I'm siding with you. You know what I'm saying? Because Erwin he's a little bit too crazy, a little bit too wild, a little bit too extreme. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like extreme measures sometimes call for extreme. No, extreme circumstances sometimes call for extreme measures. Without Erwin, humanity does not make these leaps and bounds into discovering the truth about Titans. Without Erwin, none of this happens. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that's very. I mean, sometimes it's hard. It's hard to just it's hard to get really. Erwin is the person that's pushed the revolution for mankind by the way he runs the scouts, by the risks he's willing to take, the gambles, as he likes to say it. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't just gamble on every single person's life. He also gambles on himself. You know what I'm saying? He gambles on his insights being correct, on his astute, keen nose being correct. You know what I'm saying? He's lost as many people as everybody else. He killed his own dad, apparently, essentially. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, but you know why he would think that. You know what I'm saying? And when he gets bit in the arm and everybody's like, holy shit, that's the commander dying right in front of us. And while he's getting his arm chewed off, my guy's like, attack, continue onwards, bring Eren back. Don't even look at me. Don't even worry about me. He keeps everybody's morale high. He makes sure that everybody knows that their mission is way more important than one individual. Eren is way more important than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And Levi says it. He's like, I think it's either Levi or Jane. One of them says is like, the reason you join the scouts is when you dumb and crazy enough to realize that other people's lives, like another individual, might be worth more than yours. That the people's lives would differ. Like Eren's life is worth like 100, 1,000, 10,000 of them for the sake of humanity. He's not worth more than them, but for the circumstances that they're in, he's worth more to humanity than them. And Erwin realizes that, and he wants everybody in the scout to realize that. And they do, because they all make these sacrifices for him. They all die. They all go knowing they're probably going to die. For the sake of one person, for the sake of one goal, for the sake of one little extra step forward for mankind. I mean, if it's to a point that Levi's asking questions, you know shit ain't going too great. You know what I'm saying? But Erwin persists and persists and persists. Dude is about to get executed. You know what I'm saying? First of all, actually, after he gets his arm bitten off, my guy still comes through and still saves Eren and yanks him out. Still. Huh. I love Eren. And then one of the more beautiful parts as well is when the scouts are all exiled and they're criminalized and it's, outcasted essentially, and they're being hunted. He's like, nah, I'm the face. You know what I'm saying? I'm the face. I'm a go. They can execute me. That's gang. But I have a strategy. You know what I'm saying? He pulls up and just says his piece. He's like, well, you're right. I did get the people killed. Yeah, I got hella people killed. But you know what? I prevented way more people dying from it. Potentially. He's like, what? Potentially? Yeah. Yeah, I think I did. You know what I'm saying? That he just talks his truth. And then Pixies came up with a brilliant plan around that, which I was talking about in a Pixies video and why I find him intriguing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just beautiful, man. Just watching this character, learning about his past and how his dad was, because they mentioned there was a smart teacher way back that is like super, super smart, and he got killed because he was asking too many questions. You know, the police were saying, oh yeah, we kill people all the time. Like, we've been getting rid of people for yonkers. You know what I'm saying? So it was such a beautiful circle when you find out that smart person was Erwin's dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just brush it off as, oh, he went to some place and never came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so many, like, the depth within these characters, the depth within the world, the depth within the story. There's just so much to take from Attack on Titan. It's absolutely phenomenal, bro. It's absolutely phenomenal, bro. This is just me nerding out. This is a nerd fest, bro. I love Erwin, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even now, as they're fighting, see, now I'm thinking of two of her names, bro. Goddamn blonde chick, bro. As they're fighting blonde chick's dad, like, he's still out here just being Erwin, bro. You know what I'm saying? Risking everything on his intuition, risking everything on his assessment. And I don't really think he's been wrong. He's miscalculated, but he always had the right. He asked the right question. He knows the right answer, but the equation is sometimes off. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very difficult. But I really appreciate Erwin as a character, man. He's definitely entered my top 10 characters of all time. Of all time. Dude is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to finish Season 3 and to begin Season 4 when it's out, so I can appreciate Erwin more. If he survives, I know niggas be dying in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he survives so that I can learn more about his decisions. Because I really feel like he is the hope of humanity. I know Eren is the hope of humanity, but like Erwin is the hope of humanity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though he sees himself as expendable, replaceable, like the moment when he's arrested first by the police for essentially forcing Annie to transform in Wall Rose, and he's just like, yeah, okay, take me, that's fine, execute me, do whatever, but you're gonna be in charge. And if you're gonna be in charge, I need to let you know what's happening, right? So you're gonna have to try to stop that Titan, which my team is working on, but you're gonna have to command them if you wanna switch strategies, do whatever. This person, Miss Hans, she's in charge of this section. Mikael is in charge of this sector. Captain Levi is injured, but he's in charge of that. Boom, boom, boom. Good luck. And your man is like, wait, hold up now. Wait a minute. I ain't signed up for this, bro. Oh, you don't want to deal with this? Well, then execute means you want to deal with this. It means you want to take over. You want to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I'm a spear, as he says when he's talking to the fake king. He's like, I'm a spear. You guys are shields, bro. You need a spear to fight against these motherfuckers. We've been a shield for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm probably make a video about just the lore of it. Like, I just love everything about Attack on Titan. Everything. I love every character, the villains, the good guys, the middle character, everybody, bro. They made me care about Reeve's son, bro. What the bro? Hands, come on, bro. Oh my god. It's been your boy Supreme Cheater God. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Look, I know this video might have been a little all over the place, but I just finished season 2 and I'm into season 3 right now, and I'm just nerding out, bro. This is just me nerding the fuck out, bro. If you're a fan of that shit, bro, like, leave a comment. Who's your favorite character? Why? Let's have discussions, man. I love Attack on Titan right now, bro. My favorite anime of all time. Maybe not my favorite, but I think it's the best anime I've seen. You know what I'm saying? It's been your boy Supreme Cheater God. I'm out.